Welcome to Needful Geeks Review, the very first issue. Or, show, not issue. But anyway.
The first review show.
Yeah. I'm Blake.
I'm the one they call Ryan.
And today we're going to be reviewing, which this is how this show is going to roll. We'll pick either one game or one series of games and one movie or series of movies, and we'll review that for the show. Today we are going to start with the legendary, the everlasting Halo. And our main focus for today is going to be like what's on Xbox One, the Master Chief Collection, pretty much Halo 1 through 4 and ODST. Because for me and him, Halo 3 is where it really got started with us. I mean, I love all Halo now, except for maybe Halo Wars. That one's kind of just because
it's not for everybody.
Right. It's fun, but it's not multiplayer Halo 3. It's for me. But, you know, when Combat Evolved came out, when the very first Xbox came out is the same time PlayStation 2 came out. And at that point, I had a choice between one or the other. Well, I chose PlayStation 2 because it had Metal Gear Solid 2 on it, and I love number 1 so much, I wanted number 2. So that's what I did with that. That's why I got that. And I didn't get an original Xbox till much later. So first Halo experience I ever had was Halo 3.
See, I've always been more of an Xbox man myself. You know, and a lot of people think of this as heresy, but I love the Xbox controller better than the PlayStation controller. You know, I have man hands. I need a big controller. The PlayStation controller is just too small, and I don't.
I never really cared that much about the controllers. I can adjust to anything. I even didn't mind the Wii U controller with that big screen in the middle and your hands were like this far back. I mean, I like that. The Wii U, even though it was not a very successful console, was when it worked great. I mean, the whole concept of it. But the controllers never really bothered me. Like I said, I chose PlayStation because, well, I had a PlayStation 1 anyway. And then, like I said, Metal Gear 2. So I followed the series that I was wrapped up in.
But, you know, I come into Halo closer to Halo 2. You know, me and a buddy of mine, Cody Chapman, we used to play a lot of Halo 2, but that was before the multiplayer got any good. So it was mainly just me, him, and his younger brother. We all played just against each other. And we worried about his sniping ass the whole time. And that's when the man either gets sniped or he learns to get good with a shotgun. And I learned to get good with a shotgun. And in Halo 3, there ain't a better shotgun than any other game than the one in Halo 3.
Doom. Shotgun in Doom beats it. I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. You can't get a bull true in Doom.
Oh, but you can get that double barrel sawed off in Doom, and as is.
But you just catch him, and then you just go kapow and catch him, you know, and it's done. You know how many people you piss off with a shotgun? Even in Destiny or Call of Duty. You know, I was watching you play Call of Duty earlier, and you got took out like 9 times with a shotgun. It's always the shotgun.
I know, but yeah, look how many I took out with a sniper rifle, though.
Right.
I mean, I'm better with sniper. And plus, on Call of Duty, if it's a level that I don't snipe on, I run around with a shotgun anyway.
See?
So,
Shotguns,
I mean, shotguns. I have more one-shot kills on that game, medals in that game, than anything, because I don't like having to sit there and shoot somebody. I want to get them done, be done over with, and go on.
Now, speaking of the Halo, the first Halo that 343 redid.
The redid or came out with?
Remember they redid the Master Chief
They redid the very
collection.
first one. Well, yeah, it was the Halo Combat Evolved. Yeah, they redid it, the Anniversary Edition, whatever, and redid the graphics and all that on it. Yeah.
Did you play it?
Yeah, let me borrow yours.
Okay, yeah.
It was
awesome.
And then it's on the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, and it's on the Master Chief Collection. And they did it beautifully, I thought. And the Magnum, I mean...
Oh, yeah, and what was so
best
awesome
handgun.
was so awesome about that remake, hit one button and it'll kick over to the original graphics.
Yeah.
And you could go back and forth between the graphics.
So you could see how shitty it was to how much better it is.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. And then going in there, and then they did the same thing with Halo 2 on the Master Chief Collection. They redid it and made it better, and it looks great. But Halo 3, like I said, I got into that. Story mode, I thought was good, decent, but I mean, I got it because we all played after work.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we did was
we
play
all
multiplayer.
play Halo 3 and get twisted, man.
And Griff Ball I know you weren't big on Griffball. I love Griffball.
I still played it. You know, when I got like too far into it, you know, Griffball wasn't bad.
Yeah, I mean Griffball.
Nothing really was
great, and I love Griffball. And then of course you got SWAT and Shoddy Snipers and all
SWAT.
that.
Everybody loves SWAT.
And Shoddy Snipers was great.
SWAT made you get good with the battle rifle.
I hated Team Rockets.
I don't like Team Rockets.
Actually, let me rephrase that. I like Team Rockets. I hated Team Rockets playing with Cody Chapman's ass because he would kill you every damn time. I mean, he was had that rocket shit down pat. I mean, he was just unstoppable.
He'd lead you. He knew where you were going. He's boom, and then you just running right into his trap.
Yeah, pretty much. And it just was terrible. That's why I hated playing Rockets with him.
One thing I also liked about Halo 3, and I don't remember if they did in Halo 2, I think they did with some, was dual wielding. You could have two needlers.
Yes. Yep.
That was
two
awesome.
needlers, two magnums, pretty much any of the handguns.
That was something they cut out, wasn't it? Did they bring it back in 5?
No. That's
See,
not in 5. It's in 4, I think.
You could have the alien shotgun, and you could have the needler, and you could just go to town.
Yep.
It was fun.
Or not brute shot. The shotgun the brutes carried. The ones with little spikes. Can't think of the name of them right now.
Spike cannon? Spiker?
No, you're thinking of Needler.
No, they had one called the Spiker.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh. It's too many damn guns.
They also had the brute shot.
Brute shot was awesome. I call it the Griff shot because I watch Red vs. Blue a lot. And if you do, you get my reference on that. But one of the characters got it. And it was the only one in the whole game, and he renamed it after himself because he liked it so much, so it was called the Griff shot.
Griff shot.
But that thing was great. Sit there, shoot grenades, got that big old damn blade on the back of it. And, of course, like I said, shotgun's still great. Sniper rifle's great. BRs. I love the battle rifles. Especially if you're playing SWAT.
ODST. Best battle rifle.
Yes. But if you're playing SWAT, you get that battle rifle, pop, pop, pop. Of course, even now in Halo 5, when I play SWAT, my favorite, I still love just a Magnum in SWAT. Because all you need is one headshot.
Yeah.
So you don't even need to aim down. I mean, you just got your crosshairs there on the screen. You just keep your crosshair about head level, where everybody's head's going to be, and just pop them. And it's so easy and fun. I love it.
You know, we had a buddy who cheated, kinda. I'll go ahead and say his name. Fuck it, Vishnu. He went and he taped crosshairs on his TV where everyone's head was going to be. So he knew when he was playing the game, you know, it would be right here, and he had the tape there to show him. So he just automatically stick it right up and boom, every single time. He put the tape on his TV.
Well, you know
that's what he told me.
You know they actually make a thing you can buy now. It's a red dot that either plugs into its own power supply or USB on your system. But it's a little red dot that you tape in the center. You line it up, you know, get your crosshairs, you line it up perfectly and then that way it stays on the TV, and unfortunately you got a cord, a little thin. It's a thin cord that runs up your screen, but then there's a red dot dead center in your screen, so you know if anything goes on that red dot, that's where you're going to shoot. No matter how you're looking, that's where your shot will go, is that red dot. Even if so you can quick scope and all that stuff. And yeah, that's kind of cheating, because I mean it just tells you all the time. Yep, there.
That's for your true gamers. We're gamers, but you know we don't live by the gamer.
I don't even think that's for your true gamers. A true
gamer,
a true great gamer can aim and shoot on their own without having to have a fucking.
I retract that comment. I agree with you.
I mean, it's just, it's a really bad cop out. It's like you know, people boosting each other. You know, boosting. Say if you're doing a free for all game and you got two people together, which is now a lot of damn multiplayer games nowadays, like Call of Duty and stuff, won't let you play free for all if you're in a party together, because you can boost on. You just sit there, oh, kill me, and, you know, stuff like that.
Well, for some games, I think it's okay. Like, take Destiny for example. Some of the things you'll have you do to get an exotic weapon on an exotic weapon quest is, you know, get 50 kills with your sword so that you can go on and get the super sword or whatever. You know how fucking hard it is to get that damn special ammo to get the kill? I mean, it's impossible. So yeah, if you got a partner with it, like, hey, I'm over here, go ahead and kill me, it's easier.
Okay, that one, yeah, like that, but
but just doing it to do it.
I'm thinking more just multiplayer games and matches like that where you're just doing shit like that. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
And Yeah, that or damn infected. I hate playing infected when you get damn people that sit there. One of them will get infected, and will like fucking block a room where the other guy is and can't get hit, and everybody else is trying to get in that damn room. You know, in either Call of Duty or Halo, whatever game infected it is, blocking all the other infected from getting there. They can't kill this person because they're infected too, and they can't get to the other one. Then the other guy gets more points and wins because you can't kill him. And then you lose the match because you don't kill all the infected people. I hate that shit. I get so mad at that shit.
That's just being an asshole.
It is, and I love it when that shit happens. And somebody gets around it, like what was it? I think it was Black Ops 2, where you got it was Black Ops 2. You get the throwing knives. Or it might have been Ghost. But anyway, it's one of the ones where the infected you get throwing knives. And you're sitting there and we're all sitting there trying to get. I remember there was one time pissed this guy off. He was blocking the room where his buddy was. Couldn't get in. And we're all sitting there throwing. These are knives that ricochet like hell. And we finally figured out where the dude was because the guy was also popping over there and then taking shots, you know, killing people, shooting over his buddy's shoulder and taking us out. When he did that, I got to see the kill cam. So I saw exactly where he was. I sat there and I just started slinging knives at the wall, and I finally had to right angle it, ricocheted off, and went back and killed him. He started cussing, yelling, and it turned out it was like a damn 8-year-old. Sounded like a damn sailor.
It's always a damn 8-year-old, man.
I'm telling you, some of these
every time I'm getting my ass whooped, it's an 8-year-old.
These little kids, though, I mean, they talk. We cuss, I know that, but they sound like sailors. I mean, it's like...
It's worse. There's nothing gonna make your blood pressure come right up to here than getting called a motherfucker by an 8-year-old.
I mean, yeah, when you're sitting there and you die, it's like, you
and they always got the mama jokes, and it pisses me off.
It's like, your mama's fat, and I did your mama
kicked
last
your ass,
night.
you little 8-year-old. Yeah, well, that's what I did to your mama last night.
Yeah,
what are you, in the 6th grade?
Yeah. Well, they are in fucking 6th grade. But, I mean, they're immature, so, and they just talk so much shit. And then they get really pissed.
Just get angry.
But then when they get really mad, it's funny because, I mean, they get like, no, like they don't know how to control their damn anger.
Because they're kids.
Exactly. So, I mean, it is...
we do like kids, though. We encourage, 8-year-olds to play games. I don't have anything against 8-year-olds. It's those specific 8-year-olds that act like douchebags.
Yeah, kids, when you're playing video games, don't be dick to other people.
Your parents teach you, and if they don't, Ryan's about to teach you. Show respect to somebody you would show as if you were there in person, because that's what adults do.
Yeah, you're not. I mean,
because if you mouth off like that in person, you know what's going to happen. That's why those kids do it in a video game, because they're like, well, you're 800 miles away. I don't have to worry about you.
And and that doesn't always work. Have you ever seen Jay and Silent Bob, the movie?
We will find you.
No, we're not saying that. We're not threatening nobody. But we are. No, we're not. Right?
Yes, we are.
But seriously, kids, if you're gonna play games, get mad, have fun. Don't be a dick. Okay? I mean, we're all there to have fun. I mean, it's a damn video game. It's not life. Okay? I mean, yes, I spend a majority of mine playing games, but it isn't life. I mean, if I die, I die. And I mean, the most I get mad, yes, I get mad playing multiplayer, but multiplayer ain't shit. I mean, the most I get mad is if I'm playing campaign or something and then I die and have to start a whole damn level or something again. That's when you have the right to really get mad. But that ain't mad at nobody else but yourself, because you're the one that screwed up and fucked up and died.
And be good to your equipment. If you fuck up in a game, don't slam your controller down. It's not your controller's fault.
Exactly. And if you're playing the old Wii...
Just don't even get a Wii. You're going to hurt somebody.
Yeah, use the damn wrist strap.
I mean...
I thought when I first got mine...
if you do get a Wii, use the wrist strap.
I don't want this wrist strap shit. Broke 2 controllers. Use the wrist strap.
I knocked out a 4-year-old little girl once. Well, almost knocked her out. I felt really bad about it. She was behind me. You probably know who it was.
Yeah, I do. That's why I'm laughing.
I felt awful. I felt awful for like a whole 3 minutes about that. Just use the wrist strap. And be careful of who's around you.
Yeah.
But back to Halo.
Yeah.
Halo 4. I didn't play a lot of the multiplayer with it.
I liked it. I thought it was good. It gave you more options of more abilities to do and stuff, like you can run.
Like fuckers in a jetpack. I did play some of it and they pissed me off every damn time.
You just had to,
I'm going to jump and shoot you and you can't do anything. And you're like, you know what? I can't do nothing about it because you're all the way up there.
Well, and then you got the double jump and all that shit and people jumping all the time, which that when which was Advanced Warfare came out, and everybody, all the people multiplayer had the exosuits for Call of Duty, and they could jump high and all that. I don't know how many times I was playing multiplayer and I heard people bitching and cussing and getting mad because people jumping around and say, this is why I don't like this game now. It's too much like Halo. All you motherfuckers jumping around and I can't shoot none of you. Well, if you didn't like it in Halo, yeah, you're probably not going to like it in other games. But if you're used to it in Halo, then you get used to it in that too. But people would jump around a lot. Then they introduced jetpacks in Halo 4, which, like I said, they jump and then they just hang there.
Which I can see both sides of the coin. You know, I'm going to get pissed off if you're jumping around all the time in your little jetpack because I can't shoot you. But I'm supposed to get pissed off when you do that. But also, you're supposed to jump around in your little jetpack so that I can't shoot you. That's the whole point.
Right.
And if you can shoot me while you're doing it, then that just makes you a better player than me. And there are plenty of them.
And by them jumping up with a jetpack, you're supposed to become a better player and learn how to shoot them.
Right. Which I never did.
Right. You just sit there and sniper off.
Threw my Wii controller at a 4-year-old and quit playing.
You threw. How the fuck you playing Halo on Wii?
Don't worry about it.
But anyway, and like I said, the multiplayer on Halo 4 introduced new things like the jetpack and the run and all that, which is really cool shit. And had some great armor, customizations in there. I mean, you had all kinds of stuff. You had like the Locust armor and the Scout armor and all that. Had all kinds of really cool armor in it. And then Halo 5, I know that's not in the Master Chief Collection, but Halo 5, multiplayer in it, a lot of people weren't happy with it when it first came out. I had it from the beginning, and I liked it, but as it went on, they started bringing back a lot of the older things from like Halo 3 and stuff that people liked. It had your SWAT. It had the shoddy snipers. It had Team Rockets, and now they even got Infected and Griffball in there.
What was the one where you rode around in the Mongoose?
Which one?
There was one of the games. It was like a version of the game. I think they just called it Vehicles, actually.
Sumo?
Maybe.
Is that the one where you try to push each other off stuff? Because it got Sumo, which you're in.
I think that's the one I'm thinking
of.
I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's one where you're into Warthog and you jump out to begin with, then you're on a platform and you're pushing each other and you try to get the other three. Usually it's 4 teams of 2 or 3, I forgot how many. And you try to push them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a...
Another cool thing I liked about Halo 3 was the customization. When you built your own board, you saw people who built like giant transformers. You could run around and play Halo inside. You remember?
Well, Halo 5, the Forge in it, people build all kinds of shit. One I play because I go in and I download a lot of stuff other people made, try them out. Somebody made the Wipeout. Remember that game or that show Wipeout? Where we had all those crazy things, the big balls and all that? Somebody made that in Halo, and you got to run around and get the checkpoints to activate stuff and do it all. And some of them's hard as shit.
You know what they need to combine? Take a game like Halo 3 and take a Forge builder that plays like Minecraft. Okay, you get like basically all the same tools you would get in Minecraft, only you could build a board to play like you would play Halo on. Wouldn't that be cool?
They do that with Halo 5. That is pretty much what they have in Halo 5 Forge. Yeah.
I haven't played. I haven't had the much.
I mean, you can literally build anything in that. I mean, even in space, I had one that was built that looked like a damn Star Destroyer. And you're out there flying into spaceships.
Oh, that's cool.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, you can build anything in that new Halo 5 Forge. And then also, I mean, and for anybody out there that likes doing machinima stuff, Halo is awesome to do it in because you've got the cameras, you can run around, have a bunch of people hooked up together, and you can do all kinds of stuff with it. That's why a lot of people use Halo as machinima because of the Forge. The Forge is awesome in that. They, revolutionized what people can do with that kind of stuff.
Another thing about Halo, if you're a real fan of Halo, you definitely need to read the books. If you want to get the full story of what's going on, you've got to read the books. I had a buddy I used to work with who turned me on to them, and I was pretty hesitant because it takes a lot to get me into a book. But I read the whole series just because he recommended them. He brought them to me. I still got him if he's listening somewhere, by the way. I haven't heard from him in a while. His name was Jared. He was cool. And, yeah, I read all these books, and, you find out that Master Chief was...
Wasn't Subway Jared, was it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not in my bedroom. But
I was gonna say he ain't never.
you
gonna
find
know
out
that.
Master Chief was kidnapped when he was like 6 or 7.
Yeah. Well, that's in Fall of Reach.
Right, but you find it out there first before Fall of Reach came
Oh, well, I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the book Fall of Reach.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The book.
Yeah, because the movie pretty much goes off the book,
Yeah, I know.
which is awesome. Have you seen that?
The book's just what I'm talking about.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's an awesome movie.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, like Keys. Keys isn't as big of a character in the game as he is in the books. In the books, he'll be one of your favorite characters, and it's literally heartbreaking when the Flood gets a hold of him.
And in the books,
He does all kinds of insane, cool spaceship shit. I mean, it's just awesome.
he has a daughter named Alicia.
He does in the books.
Never mind.
What did you say? Oh, Alicia Keys.
Yeah,
I was gonna say her name's not Alicia.
I was being corny as shit. So
Thank you for that.
you're welcome.
But definitely, if you haven't checked out the books, they're at most bookstores
Or Amazon.
or Amazon. You probably get a better deal at an Amazon.
Yeah, free plug for Amazon there.
Yeah.
But
And they're good. I mean, they're not super big. I think 300, 400 pages was the biggest one. And it hooks you. All the writers are good. Now, I had a hard time getting to the ones about the precursors or whatever they're called. They call them the ones before the humans.
yeah, Forerunners.
Forerunners. There's a series about the Forerunners, but I just found that kind of like reading the Bible. It's just hard to stay with.
Now the Forerunner things are good. Going to play a big part in 4 and 5.
In the books.
No, in the games.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Forerunners play a big part in 4 and 5. So if you like the stories from that, then you probably like those books better because it goes into the Forerunners. I mean, I know Forerunners are mentioned pretty much throughout all of Halo because they built the Halos, but it really gets into them deep into number 4 and 5.
Do they touch on the Forerunners in the games about them actually being humans?
I don't think it does.
Well, see, in the books you find out.
In 4, I think it kind of does. But, yeah, in the first 3, no.
Well, see, what really caused the civil war between the Covenant, basically, is that they found out, the Arbiter also found out, that the ones that they gave all this credit to in their whole religion, what were they called again? Forerunners.
Forerunners.
Were basically humans. The ones that they've been waging this all-out war against are descendants of their god, basically. And that's why there's a civil war in the Covenant. Because you got the true believers saying, no, this can't be true. And you got the people who are like the Arbiter saying, look, it's true. These are the facts. If you don't like it, then we're going to have to kill you. You know? It's really good. Definitely read the books. And you get the whole story. Because it's cool. You got to play the games and read the books to get the whole story.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean.
And then it goes in Fall of Reach. Fall of Reach is still, one, because it's the only book I've actually read. But
I read a lot of books.
I read it, and then the animated movie came out, Fall of Reach, which was great. Now, Halo Reach itself, the game, I love the game. Great, had fun multiplayer, lots of customization options. But even though it was about Reach, it really didn't have. It was like the Fall of Reach, but what was going on Reach at a different point. That's how they got Cortana and got up. But you played Reach, right?
Yeah, and it's also not entirely true to the books either.
Right.
It's not. So I
'Cause it
don't,
came
in
out
my
after.
mind, the book happened, not the game.
See,
so I
'cause-
erased that game from my mind.
Well, see, the game came after the books, so
They had that to go on, though. Is
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Did you play the campaign?
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Was not the ending of that?
It was a good ending.
Yeah, but was it not also depressing as hell too?
That's what made it so good.
And I like how
You fight and you fight.
and
fight,
you can keep
fight,
on going.
you
I mean,
fight.
you can either choose. Okay, if you haven't played Halo Reach, spoiler alert. At the end of it, your character that you're playing, 666, your whole team except for I forgot his name, the sniper guy, because he went to go make sure Cortana got delivered. But the rest of the team's dead. You're the only one left. You know, ship's gone and everything, and you're sitting there fighting Covenant. Now you got 2 choices to make. You can either just stand there and not fight back at all, hurry up and die, and it be over, or you can sit there and fight and fight and fight and see how long you can survive. But no matter what you do, you will never survive it. It will never stop. I mean, I guess you could technically keep fighting for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and keep prolonging it that way. But the only way that scene will stop, I mean, is endless wave after wave. You will never be able to kill everybody, which, if you think about it, after hours and hours and hours, you think you'd wipe everybody on the planet out, but you eventually die. And awesome ending. I mean, a very, very impactful ending, I thought. I really enjoyed that story aspect of it. I thought it was really good. You don't see very many games where the main character you've played the whole damn game is going to die at the end. So, and you get to play them as they're dying. I mean, it's pretty cool, I thought.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Spoiler alert, ended. So, but then you got ODST.
ODST I thought was just fun.
It was fun.
That was about the drop troopers,
yeah,
right?
it didn't need to be a whole game unto itself. It just needed to be like a DLC expansion pack. Because it was really short.
I liked the whole noir feel of it, you know?
Right, yeah.
Like old school.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, it was cool. It was short. It had Nathan Fillion in it, which was great.
Anything with Nathan Fillion is good.
Which he is in 5. He is a Spartan now. But I thought it was...
At that point, they made it voluntary. The original Spartans had no choice in the matter.
Right, but the original Spartans were done a lot differently than they are now, too. It's
they
a lot
were
less
abused.
painfully. Yeah. But the ODST, the best thing about it when it came out that kind of offset the cost in my eyes a little bit was the fact that it came with the second disc. That was every map from Halo 3. So, which for me, who I didn't pay for the DLC when it came out back then, it was cool for me because I got every map. But somebody that actually bought all the maps and everything, I mean, it was pretty much worthless. Just them on a disc. That was it. So, but that was kind of cool how it came with all that. But yeah, the actual main campaign should have just been a DLC to Halo 3, like an extra level, a couple levels. But it did come with Firefight, which introduced a whole new aspect of multiplayer on there. It was like Horde mode. It's pretty much what it is. And they have Firefight in Halo 5. But it's called, well, it's still called Firefight, but it's Warzone Firefight.
Firefight, I actually enjoyed. I thought it was fun. Me and Cody, you know, I stayed at his house first, and it was pretty fun. We played a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can just sit there and it just come at you and come at you and come at you. But it was great. Now,
you get unlocks for how far you got or how well you did.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was actually kind of rewarding to do.
Yeah, like I said, it's like Horde mode in Gears of War.
Yeah.
Which Gears of War is an awesome game series too.
Gears of War is pretty awesome.
But like in Halo 5, they got the Warzone Firefight, which is just on a massive scale. I mean, the Warzone in Halo 5 is huge. I mean, it's really damn big. Hence why they probably call it Warzone. But back to the Master Chief Collection, the way they redid those, I do hate the matchmaking on that one. Because, say, if we're in a party, we're playing it, we stay in our party. Me and him stay together. But everybody that we were just in a lobby with, after that round's over, boom. You don't get the option to hook up. That's one thing about that I've always hated. Now, the same thing with Halo 5. It does the same thing, too. Call of Duty, once you're in a lobby, you're in that lobby unless you leave or everybody else leaves. I mean, you stay in that lobby, you still play against the same people, no matter, and you just keep on going map after round after round. I like that.
Overall, Halo, the package with all the games in it, you know, it was awesome. The worst part about it is the matchmaking.
Yeah.
It glitches in and out, and they've even come out and admitted it wasn't that great. It took them a while, because, you know, they added matchmaking to all the Halos. Like, they introduced it to even 1 and 2, I think.
Which didn't have it to begin with, so, yeah. So.
And it's like he said, you know, we'd be ready to play, and it would take us literally 20 minutes to get into one game that lasted 15, and then it would be 30 minutes for another game.
Yeah, so that kind of stuff. So unless you got a big party, I mean, if you had a big party, like there was like 8 of us playing, that'd be fine, because that pretty much that would just be us playing against each other the whole time. Which, that's what we used to do back in Halo 3. I mean, it was just...
Yeah, we had enough people playing back then. We didn't need to hit matchmaking.
Yeah,
we just had it going anyways.
Yeah, I mean, we had enough back in the day when we played 3 where we could do big...
One team was doing too much better than the other. Some of us would change it up, and then it got funner. You know?
Yeah, and we could do big teams, too. I mean, we could do the 12, 6-on-6 back then, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, or 16. Yeah, it was 16, 8-on-8. Yeah, but for all in all, the value of the Master Chief Collection is good. You got 4 games, and... Now, if you got it when it first came out, you got ODST free added on, but now you got to buy it extra. It's like $5. But all in all, technically, you got 5 games in one game package. And
most of the time, it came with the Xbox that you bought.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah. And it also now comes with, you get all the Spartan ops for Halo 4, which is pretty much a whole other game unto itself. You know, I mean, you played some the other day.
Yeah.
That's great. If you want to do multiplayer, do the Spartan Ops on Halo 4 because you don't have to worry about matchmaking or none of that stuff. When you just go into it, pick it, and you go. So that's kind of cool. And
It did skip a little bit, but I couldn't tell if that was our internet or if that was actually
the game,
the server.
I'm not sure. And then, like I said, you got the remastered version of Halo 1. You got the remastered version of Halo 2, which is the only way to get that. Then you got Halo 3, ODST, and Halo 4. So all in all, it's a good value for what all you get. And then technically, as far as the main line of Halo 5 is the only one out there that's not really out. And then, I mean, you got Reach, which is a side thing, but it's now backwards compatible on Xbox One. So you can take your 360 discs and play it on it, or just download it digitally. So,
and
I really like Reach.
It was fun, but even if you don't do the multiplayer, the storyline, the campaign alone is enough for me to want to buy it because I think Halo's got a good story.
Yeah,
it's got like super character development between Master Chief and Cortana, and even Arbiter. So it's worth the money. Check it out.
Yeah, and that's all the time we got for this first episode of Needful Geeks Reviews. And like I said, Halo
We
Master
give
Chief Collection,
it 2 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up. So, next week, don't know what we'll be discussing yet. It'll either be movie or a game series. Not sure what yet, but we'll get on there. And
once again, comment.
Yes,
subscribe.
Subscribe. Big
it's very important that you subscribe and
right down here. Hit the button right down here.
Over here.
Yeah. Whichever side you're on.
We just like doing stuff like this.
Yep. And also, didn't like us, leave comments. You did like us, leave comments. Hell, if you don't, either one, just leave comments saying neither.
Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram.
Yep, and our own webpage, needfulgeeks.com. And just by going to that page, you can get to any of our other stuff. We also have merch on there. Our hats, shirts, if you like it, hit us up in the contact section on our webpage, and we will get you some for a very low price. So, I'm Blake.
I'm Ryan.
And this was Needful Geeks Review, and we'll see you next time.
Y'all have fun.
Thanks.